Attention all units, this is Sergeant Stadenko. Attention all units, this is Sergeant Stadenko. We are changing from a Code 3 direct pursuit to a Code 347. Completely lost due to incompetence.
Delicious again, Peter.
Oh, it's that time again, everybody. Wednesday night. Welcome to Manchsterdam. My name is Peter White, and I'm here with Joel Elber. Our good friend Don Tibbetts, also known as T, is a little under the weather, so he may be calling in. But tonight we got a big group. We got Skumpy here.
Yes, I'll take care of T's version. Don't you worry about it.
And we have Jon Hopwood here. I'm going to get with John in a second because I want to talk about yesterday's election real quick because we're done with election stuff now. The election's over. The season's over, if you will. But I cannot move on without talking about Moose's sweater.
Wow.
I mean,
it is pretty plush.
Yeah.
My grandmother had one just like it, and she was beautiful in that. And so are you, Moose. Beautiful in that thing.
It's like you should actually be sitting in front of a fireplace having a nice cigar.
Do you have any candy
exactly,
for the kids?
a nice cigar, a little scotch, and I mean, it couldn't get any better with that. You got a fireplace, you got scotch, and you got a cigar.
J.W. Black, right?
Hey, J.W. Black is correct, Skumpy.
That's the Moose thing.
Have you had the new double black?
I did.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
That's okay.
I'm not a Scotch guy.
That's okay.
Yeah, I have
What
a
do you
hard time
like,
with
Skumpy?
scotch also.
I love a good Manhattan, I'll tell you what, man.
Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood,
Wow.
according to Joel's sweater. So we're going to, John, thanks for coming in tonight. I called you last night right before the election.
Yes.
I said good luck with the results. Unfortunately,
Or fortunately.
well,
Fortunately, I will not be joining the clown college up in Concord.
well, on one good note, Tim Smith won.
Yes.
You got the Academy Award, though.
It's my booby prize.
The top
Ward 10.
The top go-getter, Tim Smith,
Yes.
over there in District 17.
I'm
Ward
very
10.
happy that Tim won.
Tammy Simmons got number 2.
Jeez, oh, yeah.
Well, what are you going to do? Okay, that's fine. But I noticed after you told me you didn't make it, I called John. I said, how'd you do? Oh, man, way at the bottom. I'm way at the bottom.
Well, they had 150 votes to count. I came in dead last. Now, if there's a fifth place, after they count the votes, I might wind up in that.
I'll tell you what, even if you come in second in an election,
But
you're
second,
still a loser.
yeah, but
No,
second,
if you don't win, right?
No,
You're a loser.
second in New Hampshire, you actually win.
Yeah, state rep.
Oh, really?
Depends on
So
your
you
vote.
still in?
And in Amherst, if you come
Is that
in
why you get
third,
the
you
award?
win. Oh yeah, the booby prize.
Hey,
as they say.
congratulations, everybody. All right, so you're still in.
But you know,
for you.
John.
No, I came in fourth.
John.
That's mine.
What
now.
I'm trying to say here is crazy,
Champion.
Skumpy. What I'm trying to say is, John, basically, you got 24% of the vote in Ward 10.
That's good.
Who else? Who was?
Tammy's significant other, Dan Garth.
Okay,
You remember
Dan
Dan?
yeah,
You guys
Dan.
were at the polls with
Yeah,
me.
I know. So Dan got 24% also, and Tim and Tammy got 26%. So you guys pretty much split it down.
That's close.
Yeah, there was only
quarterly.
like 50 votes.
So
but-
you did well, my friend. And if
But-
you want, you know what? Joe lost an election last year, so if you need to talk to him, he'll counsel you.
John, if you need a shoulder to cry on, right here, pal.
I don't want to
Right on
ruin
the
that
beautiful
fine
sweater.
sweater.
It's probably very itchy.
But honestly, when you think about the New Hampshire State House of Representatives, look at Steve One good note: Sweet Stevie Valancourt lost
happened?
his seat.
What happened with you and Steve Valancourt last week on the
that man.
Joe Kelly Lavasser show?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, unbelievable. That man is the most obnoxious human being I've ever met in my life.
Steve
he was
Valancourt?
so hostile. Yeah.
Or Joe?
Not Joe. We all like Joe.
No, there's Steve Valancourt right there, everybody. Now he'll be actually leaving the House of Representatives.
Right, in December.
In December?
Well, officially December 5th or something, but he's already gone now.
How embarrassing, though.
But I'm going to tell you, Steve Valancourt.
That's funny.
Steve Valancourt called Annie Custer, who I've met and is a beautiful woman. We won't even say what he said. Well, we will. He said, she's as ugly as sin. This is a guy that he looks like a puckered anus, man. If he's as ugly as a barrel.
Little alum,
what is
little winky poop pie.
What's the plural of anus? Anuses, ani. This
Anals?
guy's as ugly as a barrel of anuses. You want to say to him, "Do you have a mirror in your house?"
John, Mike,
He is quite a piece of work, Steve Valancourt.
I think Mr. Rogers over here wants to say something.
Oh,
Are you a fan of Steve Valancourt?
no, I mean.
Well, Steve used to do a show before.
I am not.
Before, when it was us, it was Steve's show, Stir It Up with Tom Ford,
Right.
and it was us.
Didn't he have a phrase for your
our
show?
Stir It Up show and our show, he would lock the door so we couldn't get in after he was told to leave it open. You know, and I don't know. I don't think he's a good human being.
Where this guy gets a reputation as some type of intellectual, I guess, if you could string two words together in the New Hampshire House of Representatives, they consider you intelligent. He's
Yeah,
just
so what? He spurts out Hitler references at the.
Oh, my God.
I mean, the guy's just a freak show.
Yeah.
He's a freak
The
show.
thing is, we were on Joe Kelly Lavasser's show, and he talks about, there's going to be 255. The Republicans will win 255 seats. Actually, they did win 230. But he said, and this Democrat, the biggest Democrat in the state, I can't tell you what his name is. Whenever I imitate Steve Valancourt to Joe gets this alarmed look in his face, just like he did when he shut down the show because he thought he was going to slug Steve. This Democrat, he says, I can't tell you his name. He's saying there's going to be 270. And so, Joe shut down the show. And the thing is, Steve's here. And I just, went off on him. He's so
He was sitting at
nauseating.
Skumpy
Right.
was sitting
He would
in
not
Steve
leave.
Valancourt's
He would
seat.
not leave.
I always
the
say the
studio.
things I don't like to talk about is politics and religion.
Yeah, but
Religion's next, Skumpy.
religion is next, Stumpy.
My mom told me the same
my
thing.
religion
This
is.
is New Hampshire.
All right.
No, I just wanted to. The only reason we're touching upon it is
My
because
religion
John
is his sweater.
Yes.
But the thing is, he wouldn't leave. I think he was, we went out here, and this guy is just amazing. So he says, this Democrat, the biggest Democrat in the state. So I said Ray Buckley, and no. He said, not Ray Buckley. It's a Democrat who doesn't lie. And I said to him, he's a politician, right? He has to lie.
Yeah, you threw out a little joke bomb at him, and he took offense to it.
But the thing is, he said, no. You know, it's not a politician. You should know that. And I said to him, how do I know who it is? You didn't tell me who it is.
Well,
I mean, the guy's completely whacked.
John, put up the clown thing in the back of us for a little while. I like to
car
enjoy
salesmen
that.
lie too. The biggest liars that come into to buy a car, the biggest liars in the world are the customers. Everybody that comes in there, give me the right deal. Yeah. All they want is a number so they can go somewhere else. They lie the customer. Big time.
I'm like that.
Just the way it is.
Oh, yeah,
Joe
I'm like
lies
that.
too.
You just want a number so you can go somewhere else.
You mean about the Piggly Wiggly?
Keep
No,
the cheap guy honest. But.
Well, first of all, when you buy a car, it's like shopping. It's like shopping for a house.
You shouldn't
Gotta-
make it difficult.
because you don't
It's
jump
easy.
on the first thing that you see or like. So you go to the next one, and then you weigh all your options.
Is that what you did when you got that sweater?
I got this sweater on the reduced rack at Marshall's for $4.
$4?
$4? $4, no 29 cents, nothing like that, man.
See?
Just $4.
$4.
Nice for you.
And I directed John
Good for the
O'Neill.
moose.
And I directed John O'Neill when I walked in. He goes, "Boy, you look dapper tonight, Moose."
Yeah.
So I said to him after the show, I was going to give my sweater to John Eric O'Neill.
You gonna give it
Are
to
you?
him?
Are you?
Yeah.
When you done it? Good
Yeah.
for you.
We'll
man.
see.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
believe that.
Thanks,
I don't.
Joel.
Oh, see?
I don't. You're gonna give that sweater to him?
If he wants it, I'll take it out. You know, I'm a very good natured person, Peter. I do anything for anybody.
Joel, you were at
Really?
the polling place.
Anything,
You
yeah.
kept knocking the signs down. Remember?
Yes, he was a big mess. He was a big mess over in Ward 10.
Do you have a
knocking
copy of that
signs down.
picture of you and him at the polls?
Oh, I have pictures. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Why?
I wonder if you were going to show it.
Oh, not tonight.
You're being coy tonight.
We're on Facebook.
Okay.
We're on
Oh, yeah, I
Facebook.
just Manchsterdam, you know.
The
Very
reason
Facebook
why
is-
I was kind of edgy that afternoon, it was
Uncharacteristic
of me of having coffee in the afternoon. So I had 2 quick black coffees in a row, and it made me juiced up.
So Skumpy
I
has
had
the same
2
problem.
coffees today. I drink 2 coffees all year. I had 2 today. So I said I got to do the show because Tibbet's, all right, I'll do it. I went and ate at Pappy's. 2 cups of coffee. Please give me a beer. I needed 2 beers just to come down from the damn coffee. I am. I'm in anxiety. I hate uppers. I love down. Hate uppers. I'm a mental case with coffee. I was too.
That's
You
why
saw
you
me
don't-
at the bar. Come on, give me a Guinness. Give me a shot at the.
And that's why you don't.
Now
drink
I feel
coffee,
good now.
Skumpy.
Yes, and I definitely won't drink coffee in the next.
Next lifetime?
It's probably 6 months.
You
Anyway.
wait till 2015.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't they look good? That sitting, John Hopwood sitting here, and he got. I don't know.
I
Maybe,
got Hoppy and Skumpy. What's wrong with
I don't
that?
know.
We're gonna go in vaudeville next.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is, Tippett's being sick and everything else. These guys are moving right into his turf here.
I don't know if you can move into T's turf though.
You know, but,
Well, you got to grow a good mustache. if
a
you're moving
good
into-
mustache.
I got a feeling he's going to call tonight, and I think he has the number. But if he doesn't, I'm going to give him the number. 413-0223. And that's not just for Tibbetts, for everybody out there in
Oh,
Manchester.
you're opening up the phone lines more?
And I am
phone
Peter
lines,
White.
bring it on.
If you listen on the computer, it's the same number, 413-0223.
With a 603 in front of it.
Correct. We're here with Skumpy, John.
Yeah, we got Hoppy and Skumpy here.
Hopwood.
Come on,
We
call
got
in, baby.
the agent and the legend Peter White, the Moose here. And, I consider ourselves like a dear Abbey. I mean, if somebody calls and they have a problem, I
Okay,
think
dear Moose, let me ask you a question. My husband was cheating on me for a long time, man. So, that's what you want, questions like that? Oh, Mr. Dear Moose.
Oh, you're gonna throw
Maybe
out
we'll
some
get a couple
advice?
questions like that. It'd be great.
You're gonna throw out some
Someone call
advice
us. Dear,
tonight?
dear Moose question. Come on. Someone
Yeah,
call
dear
him.
Moose.
if people have
Great.
problems, I guarantee you, I'll get you in the right direction.
He might not solve it, but he will.
I'll give
he'll
it my
point
best
over there,
shot.
over there. He will put you somewhere.
Skumpy, you got Jon Hopwood's Academy Award in front of you. What's going on here?
I don't know. This was his, but
You were thinking of taking it.
I want to thank the Academy. I deserve it. I'm beautiful. I am a wonderful man. I love my award for acting here on Manchsterdam.
Yeah, that's nice.
I want to thank Joel and Peter.
You sure that?
Thank you very much.
Don't get that confused with a Peabody Award.
Oh, what do you say, Mr. Peabody? Mr. Peabody? No. Yeah, it's mine. Go back to you.
So
It's mine.
T was telling me.
Yeah, T.
T was telling me today. He goes, "I'm gonna try to watch a show. I'm gonna knock on my neighbor's door and try to get some Wi-Fi."
That was pretty good.
Where is he? Where is he tonight?
Sick? Not feeling good.
Really?
Down. Yeah, he was having some toast and eating some soup.
Does he have cable TV?
I'm sure he has something,
Why does he need Wi-Fi
so he can watch it on the computer.
and not on TV?
Well, I don't think he has Comcast.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to get to the bottom
Yeah,
of
T's
things.
not very Comcastic.
I don't know. I don't have cable TV.
Tom
either.
Cosick, that was pretty good.
But he might be hooked up to a saddle dish, though.
A saddle
A
dish?
saddle dish.
Yeah, so
What's
we
a
don't-
saddle dish, Skumpy? All right, everybody. 413-0223 is the number.
Yeah, who's calling? Come on.
You must have a question for Jon Hopwood.
John
Friend.
C. Hopwood's when I write about the movies.
Now,
remember?
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now I'm going to ask.
I like to just say Chopwood.
Yeah, choppy.
I'm going to ask
Choppy.
you.
High karate, man.
I'm going to ask you three guys.
Three guys.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going
But
to
high karate, yeah, you kind of do smell nice.
I borrowed it from Joel.
now. I'm going to throw this out to you guys, and maybe the callers want to pick up on this or what. Okay, so apparently Peter doesn't like my sweater, and I'm assuming John and
I love the sweater.
Well,
it's an old man's sweater.
Now, if I was Tom Brady and I was wearing the sweater, would you guys have the same opinion?
I would say you look more like Mike Brady.
Yeah. Marsha.
You know, there is a reason you got the sweater for $4, Joel, without even $4.29.
Yeah.
$4.
Yes, they probably
80%
made the
off.
sweater.
It's an old man's sweater.
Is it?
Yeah.
They probably made the sweater and said, "Oh, yeah, we screwed up on the collar."
Like,
I like the sweater. I really do.
I like it too.
Peter.
T-shirt, I'll wear the sweater.
Peter came over and I was because we ended up having a late dinner at the house. So Peter came over and I was in the other room getting ready. So as soon as I walked out, Peter goes, "Oh, it's Mr. Rogers."
That's right.
That's what he said. Okay, I love this. I think
see,
the sweater
you change your
is
sneakers
very
too?
debonair.
Change the sneakers,
Debonair.
Yeah, I think I look pretty damn good in this sweater.
Debonair's
Let me
now
see
a
what you got for
verb.
shoes, though. Because
He's waiting for the trolley.
oh, yeah. There's a trolley.
You ever watch Mr. Yes or no, Mr. Rogers?
Oh, yes.
Yes or no,
Of
Mr.
course,
Rogers?
of course.
Me also.
I agree.
Who was the king that he used
King
to go
Friday?
talk to?
King Friday, yep.
Yeah, I tell you all of that. And I remember my stepfather always even as a boy, said, "Oh, why are you watching that? That's weird."
Oh,
But
yeah.
it
well,
was a strange show. What about the scary Lady Elaine in the museum?
Wow.
Lady Elaine in the museum.
kinda-
That must have come after my time.
No, it was
That's good.
it was in the neighborhood of Make Believe. It was King
Yeah.
Friday. You had X the Owl. You had Henrietta
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cat.
Jeez, it's all coming back now.
You had Corny in the factory. There was like a pink thing, and then you
A
had
big thing.
and then a pink like factory, and then you had Lady Elaine in the museum, and her John. I think I don't know if I brought in a picture of Lady Elaine, but if you can find one, that'd be awesome.
Lady Elaine.
Lady Elaine, Mr. Rogers.
yeah.
I thought that was
That's all you
Seinfeld.
got to. If you could help me just with this one.
I used
thing.
to like Captain Kangaroo.
I know you got a lot going on back there.
Ping pong balls everywhere.
Very
man.
busy guy. Very busy guy, John Eric O'Neill.
Why did Bunny Rabbit always stealing carrots, yet he
Hold
had
on, guys.
eyeglasses? You ever think about that?
Well,
As
hold
a
on,
kid,
before you
these
get to that,
subtleties,
before you get to that, we're going to
escape
talk
you.
about.
Mr. Green Jeans. Everyone loved Mr. Green
Well,
Jeans.
that's
man. Come on
Captain
now.
Kangaroo.
We
Yeah,
were
but
already
he was
transitioned to
starting-
Captain
yeah.
Kangaroo.
Well,
Captain
I
Kangaroo.
want to show Lady Elaine from Mr. Rogers. You guys are going to have.
We're already on Mr. Moose.
You guys are going to have nightmares all night long when you see Lady Elaine, and then I think you're going to.
Lady Elaine.
I don't even
I want to see that
remember
Lady
Mr.
Elaine.
Rogers.
Well,
Yeah, I remember that
What
look.
were what were you doing watching Mr. Rogers? I don't think it was for
He
your
was changing
age
his
group.
sneakers out of his shoes into his
Well,
sneakers.
Mr.
Well, he had
and put his
children.
beautiful sweater on.
Well,
He
Mr.
had
Rogers has
children.
been on forever, right?
Since like
56
1968.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Joe was
Guy's
18.
been dead for 15
Yeah.
years now. Come on.
So how old were you in '68?
But you had
You were in
children.
high school,
Yeah, I was like 18, 19.
and you're watching Mr. Rogers.
Probably after
Mose, you were
a,
in high school
a
in
long head or
68?
two.
Holy cow, you are old, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna
How
be.
old were you in 1968?
I wasn't alive. I was.
I remember 68.
I'm
very well.
1970.
I was 5.
There
I
you
was
go.
8.
So we're closer in age than you thought,
Oh,
Skumpy.
yeah.
Wow, I do feel like an old man.
That's-
well, you should.
Plus the old
Wow,
man sweater.
damn.
Joel is going to be 80 in 19 years.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I hear you
well,
used your handicap sticker over at the Puritan back room.
Yeah, I landed the Moose-mobile over there.
There it is.
There
Hey,
you go.
I
Yeah.
landed the Moose-mobile over at the we went to the Puritan. Chris, we were supporting Chris Pappas, and we went there, and it was the Maggie and G, and we stayed for a couple of hours, but it was busy there. All the media was there and everything, and we just pulled in, slid right into that handicap spot. Joel put up his placard. We were all
Well,
set.
at Ward 10, I was talking to a woman. I was talking about Chris Pappas, saying what a gentleman he was. Someday he might be a congressman. And the woman said, I'm his mother. Remember? Chris Pappas' mother was with us out at the ward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I say that about every band that comes to town. I'm their mother. I get front row seats everywhere, man. I'm his mother.
Well, I was watching the Joe Kelly show for a little bit today.
Who do you have on?
Well,
Did he win his contest?
Bailey, I think.
Jeez.
But I don't like to plug anybody in except for. But to make a long story, he's always having. We were in 2016. He's already making projections. Who's gonna run? Who's gonna run where? You know
Already
what I mean?
going to the next one.
So in other words, that he thinks that Maggie Hassan is going to run for
Senate?
Senate, yeah.
Whatever.
And everybody else. I mean, he's throwing names out and everything. I
Jon
mean, he could be
Hopwood
right
running?
good.
I'm running for mayor.
That's 2015.
Yeah,
That's next-
I'm in.
yeah, that's next
Skumpy
year.
for mayor. Skumpy for mayor.
Now, John, let me ask you this. Now, it was a. Everybody
something.
knows it was a Republican. Basically, I don't know if you call it a sweep
Wave.
or whatever.
They call it a wave.
Now, do you think that's going to be the trend for the next year's 2015 local election?
No.
No. Okay.
No, there's only 2 Republicans on the Board of Aldermen, and Gatsis. I think Gatsis was Zoric before him, and then Bob Baines. Whether you're a Republican or Democrat, after 3 or 4 terms, people get tired of you. They blame you for everything.
I
don't
like
they?
Ozark.
Yeah, we saw him
Wiz?
yesterday.
Yeah, we
we
saw
saw
him.
Ray
him.
was like when I was a little kid. Jimmy.
He's a
Jimmy and
nice
Robbie,
guy.
No, my first Red Sox game, Ray Ozark took me. Me and Jimmy were like 6 years old. Took us to the first Red Sox game. I think it was Jim Palmer against Louis Tion.
Really?
And I was-
Ray was Zoric?
So you went to a Red Sox
Oh yeah,
game?
Ray Ozark. Yeah,
the,
me and Jimmy.
80s.
Oh, 70s. It was.
Oh, I was a young.
That's
Ray
right.
Rizzo.
Louis
Wow.
Tiant
And it
left
was,
after 78.
no, it was beautiful. And yeah, Ray was
I don't
always
know
great
him
to me. I
personally.
always loved the Ozarks because Ray was always great to me, my family. Jimmy was a friend, and Robbie used to get in a lot of trouble. He cleaned his act up, and they run that insurance company. They're great people.
Oh yeah,
Great
the
people.
Wiz. The Wiz is. It's always
They
fun
really
to
are.
talk to.
The
him.
Wiz.
They're great people. Every time I
Yeah.
see them, they're nothing but great
I
people.
love that word, the whiz.
He's always great fun
Joe's
to talk
gonna
to.
take one right now.
And I hope they watch it. I mean, they haven't seen me since I was like a little kid, but I always liked the Ozarks. Always did.
The strangest-
They've always been good to me.
Just to get back, then we'll get to something people want to hear about. The strangest thing during this political season was when Kelly Ayotte endorsed Scott Brown down at the Nashua Diner, and Ray was there.
Yeah.
And Scott Brown says, and I'd like to thank Ray Ozoric for being my mentor. And he probably had met him 10 minutes before at the diner.
I'll tell
You
you
know,
what-
it's politicians. That's why we have this, we could use it as a suppository.
I bet you guys don't remember
for
Mayor
politicians.
Mayor Valley.
That's
Wow.
before
I was
my
a little
time.
kid, yeah, before most people's time. But Mayor Valley, he lived in my neighborhood too. He owned like my property, and then.
Well, he had been mayor before you were born.
What?
Right.
No, I was good friends with his.
What's his first
son,
name?
Paul. It
I don't
was
remember any Mayor Valley.
Valley. I just remember his
I don't remember
his
Mayor
kid
Valley.
Paul. Paul
was
Valley.
John
It was
Mongan.
Paul Valley.
I think the first mayor that I
And
remember.
I'm telling you, early
Sylvia Dupuis?
70s.
No, the first mayor that I remember, and my mom and me were downtown
Dupree,
at the Dunkin' Donuts on the corner of Hanover. Like it was by Hanover and Elm. There was an old style Dunkin' Donuts.
Wasn't it? What the hell was
And I'll tell you,
What's going on
Take it
over
easy.
here?
Skumpy?
it? Yeah.
He's kind of percolating over here.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Was Mayor Stanton.
He's going
Stanton, okay.
Mayor Stanton was the first, because I remember being in that Dunkin' Donuts, and my mom, I was a little
Okay,
boy,
right.
and my mom says, "Oh, that's Mayor Stanton."
Hi, Kathy. Hi. I know you're watching out there.
That's my,
There you go. Hi, Kathy. Wow.
we can give her a call.
Let's give her a
all
call.
call.
Somebody,
No one's calling.
Nobody's
Let's call
calling.
Kathy and see what she has to say.
I don't
watching.
think. I don't think. I know she's watching, but I don't think she'll pick up the phone.
Pass that to Moose. I think it's his award for the sweater today.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hold it by the base, guys.
You have to hold it by the base.
There you go, Moose.
Crack it off
That
at
is
the
the sweater
ankles.
award right there for you.
That's a
Speech now.
Moose,
Speech.
people don't know something about you. You take extensive notes, but I don't ever see you like actually using them.
Well,
What
sometimes.
What did you write about today?
Well, but this is all news from.
Let's see what he wrote about.
You know,
But he does. He has like page after page of notes, and we're talking about sweaters.
Well, it's not only
and,
one. It's not only
proctology
one notebook.
exams
There's
for
two
politicians.
different.
There's a whole story about
He's
sweaters.
afraid.
in that.
He's afraid I'm going to rip it up and throw it, and I'm not.
see,
Holy smokes!
He has three
He's got to read
notebooks.
his. He's got to read his sweater story to us right now.
see,
Come on,
see,
Moose, read
see.
it.
My notes doesn't cover local area. Tibbetts does local. I do like.
National.
Yeah, correct.
He
National.
does. Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're the
I watch the
national-
show. Yeah, he-
Getting
He's
back
the
to your-
he's
nobody
the
knows what's-
national correspondent.
He is.
Nobody
from
knows what's
Amsterdam.
going to happen 2 years
He
from
is.
now, and you know.
Where's Nigel Humsgood?
Yeah, that's the name of the
And
pad.
both
Nigel
these guys are so
Humstack?
likable anyway. So.
No, Nigel
Jesus.
Humsgood used to report for us.
He did.
Yeah,
Is he
did
the
anyone
guy
miss
that you
it?
it was underneath the table?
No, that's Minetti.
Oh.
Who?
Minetti.
Steve Valancourt's
Renee?
wet dream.
Well, Nigel Humsgood. Wow, that's.
Can't
a
believe
name.
no one's calling.
Wow.
Hey, come on, somebody call here. We got to make
Wow.
fun of somebody.
I think people are, you know,
This is
Tired.
you, man. I think it's all
after
your fault.
after all these
Yeah,
ads. After all these, what do you think about these political ads? Aren't you sick of them months ago? Jesus, there's nothing but political
tell you
I've
what.
ads.
been sick of them since I started voting. I hate that.
Most
There was
people
nothing
turned
but
on.
these ads.
Most people turned on the TV tonight and said, "Oh,
It's
T's
awful.
not on."
Peter,
I'll
come
tell you
on.
what, though.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Actually, the political ads. I mean, you open the mailbox. There's 9 million cardboard things.
Good
here.
God,
It's
yes.
like, boom, boom, just throw them away, throw them away. Throw 'em
They go
away.
right into. I get it. My
Really?
mailbox is right next to the garbage can to recycle.
And there's so many people that go out there and they vote. They have no idea who they're voting for. They're like a Democrat.
That's true.
If you don't follow it and you don't know who you're voting for, you don't know what their platform really is. Don't bother voting because all you're checking something off that might kill someone that's actually good. Don't bother. If you don't know what you're voting for, don't vote at all.
What's
And
interesting?
I think it's your it's your right as a U.S. citizen just to be able to vote. It's a great thing to be able to vote. But if you don't know what you're voting for, don't do it because you know what I mean. You really got to know what you're voting for.
Well,
I'm voting for Lady Elaine. From
Where is
Mr.
she?
Rogers. I don't know.
Isn't she got
Yeah.
her own TV series now about the
No.
Veep or something?
I was watching. I think it was Worldwide News, and the president,
Worldwide.
got
channel
up-
is
The wide world of
you
sports.
know,
I think.
channel 5.
Da, da, da,
Oh, you
da.
mean World News Tonight?
Yeah, with David, whatever, you know David. So to make a long
David who?
story, David Muir. So,
David
so
who?
Muir.
To make a story
so,
long
wait,
short.
David who?
David Muir.
You mean
David
Muir?
who?
David Muir.
Muir?
Muir.
Muir?
Okay, Muir.
Muir.
He used to be
I
with
love it.
Channel 5, that guy.
Yeah.
So
David
Yeah,
what?
we love
David Muir.
Did you study French in high school?
So to make a long story short, to get the president's, he's congratulation, after the election. So Obama says the reason why that the Republicans made up all this ground and they added 8 to 9 seats is because 2/3 of the country didn't vote. And I'm assuming that 2/3
now they can
will be
impeach
mostly all Democrats.
Isn't that going to be
No,
fun?
but really think about it though. How many people go in and they vote because they want to vote and they don't know, all they do is pick a name.
Well, it's
Oh, Ann looks better than David. I think David.
You know what's
they
an
have no
interest-
idea what they're voting
Or
for.
who's
And they-
first?
here's an
So
interesting
really, who's the
thing.
winner? If people ain't following it, just don't bother
Hey.
with it. You got to really
Here's
know
an
what
inter-
you're doing.
Guys, that's Lady Elaine from Mr.
There's Lady
Rogers.
Elaine.
Good
Oh,
God, is she ugly?
Do you remember that?
That's Steve Valancourt.
And I love-
Are you sure
That's Steve
not-
Valancourt.
Hey, you can poke somebody's eye
That
on that way.
is Steve Valancourt.
Lady Elaine is
But
Steve
Lady Elaine
Valancourt.
from Mr. Rogers, I'm telling you. Sorry, everybody.
Kind
out
of
there
reminded
in
me of
Manchester.
Mrs. Howell, you know. Gilligan, it's always Ginger and Marianne. Everyone loved Marianne, but you know what? Gilligan's Island was nothing without Mrs. Howell. I
yeah.
love Mrs. Howell.
Does anyone here know who played the actress that played Mrs. Howell?
I didn't write her bio, I'll tell you
I
that.
don't, but I
gonna tell
I
you.
know Don Wells is Marianne.
Let's see
And
if we
Tina
can-
Louise
And
was
Tina Louise,
Ginger.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you that Natalie Schaefer
That's right.
Is that
was
it? Yeah.
Mrs. Howell. Mr. Howell obviously is Mr. Magoo.
Oh yeah,
Jim
Mr.
Backus.
Magoo,
Jim
yeah.
Backus.
Yeah.
And the professor,
That was Russell
Russell Johnson.
Russell Johnson. And Gilligan was Bob Denver.
And the skipper, too.
Alan
Skip
Hale.
was Alan Hale.
Jr. Because
Junior.
Alan Hale
Yep.
was a great character actor
He really
from
was.
the 30s.
Yeah.
They're all
40s.
gone now, except for Miss
Ginger
Tina
and
Louise is
Mariana,
still
the only
Ginger
ones
and
left.
Mariana.
No, Tina Louise is
Yeah,
a little-
Tina
Yeah,
Louise,
both
yeah.
the
Well,
two
Ginger
ladies.
and Mary, the only two left. Yeah.
She would never be on the
And
reunion
Marianne
shows.
still looks good.
No. I wonder why. Didn't take it. Because some of, a lot
Probably
of people
not
think
enough
Sherwood
cash.
Schwartz, who also is not with us anymore, who created the Brady Bunch
Oh, right,
and Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island came first.
Those are great shows, They really
They
were.
are great shows.
When you were a kid, I remember running home just to
I
see
can't
Gilligan's
stand-
Island.
I
Hey,
did
Gilligan's
as a
Island.
kid,
We're all
but-
playing street. I got Gilligan's coming on.
Yeah.
Run home and see Gilligan's
It's so
Island. It's unbelievable.
stupid, Gilligan's Island.
It really is stupid, but
No, it's awful. But it's so
you
awful.
watch it
it's
now.
good.
But you know what? If you see it on TV now,
You know what show I liked? I was
you
watching.
still watch it, don't you?
What?
Don't
I-
you still watch it? If
I
Gilligan's
catch it.
Island's on, if you catch it, you're gonna watch it.
I
I like
it on
the Adams.
TV.
I like the Adams Family. I just watched the Adams.
I can't
Family.
watch the Adams.
I like the
Why?
Munsters better than the Adams.
Well, I
Family.
like that. Fred Gwynn was a great actor.
Yeah.
Who played Herman? He was a terrific.
He was
guy.
in the
he was a
movie.
great
Yeah, well,
Broadway
that's the
actor,
Munsters.
too.
Yeah.
the Munsters.
Hey, what's his
Munster.
name again?
Fred Gwynn.
And my cousin
I wrote
Vinny,
his
he was the
bio.
judge.
Yeah.
Yuns, what's Yuns? Yeah, right?
He was also in the movie.
What's a Ute?
Yeah, Utes.
He was also
The
in the
Utes.
movie.
Ute.
He was also in the movie Pet Cemetery. Stephen
Oh
King.
right,
Yeah.
right.
You
He
know
was.
that guy?
Pet Cemetery?
Oh, he was Car 54. Where are you?
Oh, I remember
Oh,
that.
oh,
Francis.
young Fred
What was his
Gwynn.
name?
Oh, yeah, him
Francis
and
Xavier.
Grandpa.
Was
They
that
were both
Tootie?
in that.
Grandpa
yeah,
was in
and
it
Grandpa
too.
was
And
too.
who was?
After
Was it
before,
Joe? Who was the guy? Ooh. Who was?
That was
Joe.
Tootie
Harold
Muldoon.
Rorschach.
No, but he was.
Joe. He was named. He used to do.
He did the
obscene
voice of the
records.
Hair Bears or something
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
He was also in the Love
Hair
Bomb
Bears. Is
movie.
that a Croft show?
And
Yeah,
those
So you guys-
terrible Disney movies of the late '60s that your mother would take you to at the drive-in.
John.
The one, the Boltniks. Remember that? He was in that, but his name's Joe something. But I can't recall.
Joe Madden.
Do you remember the Croft shows on Saturday
Jesus, they're so awful.
morning? Wonderbug,
What's that one?
Remember
HR
Wonderbug?
Puffin stuff.
HR Puff and stuff. All
Remember
right.
the Speed Racer and stuff? I remember a little bit. Hey, Jen,
They're so badly made.
I used to always go, but father, there really
That's
was a
Speed-
giant mouth.
That's Speed Buggy.
No, that was.
What the hell is
Sylvester.
Wonderbug?
Wonderbug was a Croft show,
I don't remember
like
that.
Electro
I don't
Woman and
remember
Dinah
that.
Girl.
You're younger than me.
No,
man.
I don't
HR
remember
Puff
that.
and
No,
stuff.
that I
That's
don't
hideous.
And then,
remember.
you know,
No, that I
somebody said,
don't remember.
"Oh, you want to slap me?"
Jack Wild died many years ago.
Open that gate! Open that gate! Close it! Close it! Close it! Oh, stupid dragon! When I say whoa, I mean whoa!
That's Mel Blanc, famous.
Yeah.
He did the
He was
voice.
great though.
Oh yeah, Mel Blanc did the voice.
He
of
did like
Bugs
1,000
Bunny.
people.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy, he was.
did the
awesome.
he started on the Jack Benny show. You know,
Wow,
way back.
Mel Blanc.
Unbelievable.
I actually think on his gravestone it says "That's all, folks."
Yeah,
Really?
I think it does. Yeah,
I think it does.
I think it does.
Really? Wow.
He was I think the man
Art-
of 1,000 voices.
Yeah, Flintstones. He was on.
Yeah, he did Barney
But
Rubbles.
he's the
Barney
most
Rubbles
famous
used to have- He had
as,
the little eyes. He go, "Hey, Fred, go bowling, Fred." No, just little dots that blinked.
And what show? What show is that based on?
Oh, that's the Honeymooners.
Honeymooners.
Oh, yeah.
But you didn't know it when you were a kid.
I know.
But it's Art Carney,
Yeah.
and of course Fred is the
Yeah.
great Jackie
Ah.
Gleason.
But Mel Blanc.
How do you like that?
Mel Blanc did all.
How do you like
those-
that, Scott?
all-
Oh Jesus!
Hey, look at that.
A young Skumpy.
Yeah, I'm a Duffner now.
You're a Duffner. You're officially. We're gonna call you
No,
Duff.
I gotta wear the sweater for that one though.
That's a great name for a golfer.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Is that his wife or girlfriend?
Yeah, it's his wife Amanda.
Can
Wow.
we see? I want to see Lady Elaine again.
Well,
We will. We'll see
you know
Lady
what?
Elaine again.
Because I'm going to add to that. Hi, you're first tonight on Manchsterdam.
Yes, hi. I was wondering what you guys think of Ginter winning.
Oh jeez.
Well, I think you know what, Frank. Frank Gitta, I don't have a problem with him.
I
Well, you know what? You're part of the election. But as far as it went. They got one. They got one.
I tell you what, this Frank Ginta, when the union leader comes out again, has a piece against you because you veterans issues are very important to me. I'm a veteran. Carol Shea Porter was the best friend the veterans ever had in this town. And Frank Ginter didn't give a damn, and he doesn't give a damn.
Not a
I
big
don't know.
fan.
I didn't know
That
that.
I would rather. That was the most upsetting part of this election.
Not
I
a big
really-
fan of Frank Ginter.
No.
Did not vote for him yesterday.
No.
I
But
think
he voted?
he's a phony.
He is an absolute phony.
Yeah.
But he voted for Scott
He's a
Brown.
phony,
You
man.
voted
Just
for
a
Scott Brown.
Phony.
Why would you vote for Scott Brown? Talk about a phony. I interviewed the guy. What a male mannequin with a plaster head, man.
Really?
That sweater's
Really,
part
that
of the
bad,
Scott
huh?
Brown collection.
You know what? You ever look at a fish and it's got eyes, but there's nothing but behind that.
Oh, it's like a flounder. There's two eyes on one side of the head, and then you flip it over, and there's like nothing going on.
Jesus,
Right?
I can't believe he came so close.
My favorite part of the election was Steve Valancourt losing his seat.
We're back to Lady Elaine.
Lady Elaine, is that available still?
You know what's good about that Scott Brown? I mean, who
Why
would've-
wouldn't you vote for Jean Shaheen?
No, but my point is that between
She's
a
been-
little bit after 9 o'clock, they called that race. 11:30, it's 50-50. Scott Brown went ahead by what 2,500 votes.
That anybody
Yeah,
in
we
New
all know
Hampshire would
that.
vote for that.
I know,
guy.
you know. Well, I'm just doing a recap, Peter.
Oh, okay, Joel.
You know what I mean? Just in case these guys didn't see it, or maybe the callers were out doing something. But that was a at 9 o'clock, I said, and we were at the back room, and everybody's crying.
Did you have the chicken tenders?
Oh, boy, did I ever.
He
With the
went up-
mudslides?
You know
No,
what? The
no
chicken tenders
mudslides.
last night at the Puritan Conference
man.
Center were on a round table. And
How long did they last?
You know what? He went around and around and around.
Remember the time he had the
Marinate
9
an orange
mudslides?
juice, pineapple juice, and a little brown sugar. You marinate the chicken in that, and then you bread it. Bang, you get chicken. You're good.
Hi, caller. You're next tonight on Amsterdam.
And how to do it? I'm telling you. Make it.
Yeah, caller.
Joel, read the directions
Hi.
on the phone.
I was just wondering if one of you gentlemen are going to be running anytime soon.
Not me. I'm never running
No,
again.
we're even taking the elevator down, man. We can't even go down the stairs. Are you kidding me?
Never again.
No, I'm running.
No, you don't think
I'm
you're
running
gonna
for
run?
mayor next
Never.
time around. Yeah,
Scumpy's running
Scum,
for
we're
mayor.
going to run Skumpy for mayor.
mayor all the way.
And,
Posters
Jon
up this,
Hopwood,
Scumpy for mayor.
you're out?
Never again. You know, it was interesting because I've written about politicians for years. My first interview was Jerry Brown in 1980. But I'm going to tell you, I was out.
Jerry Brown.
I raised about $3,000. And my opponents,
people
I got to
like
say, Tammy and Dan, they worked their heinies off. You know, the Wall Street Journal journalist went out with me. She wanted to walk the wards, and knocking on every door and see how it's done.
It takes a
And
lot
I
of
took
work,
her
man.
out, and I said, wherever I go, it's Tammy and Dan are. And then she drives me back home. Guess who's in my neighborhood? Tammy and Dan. So they
Oh, no
worked
kidding.
They worked
their
hard.
buns off. But I'm going to tell you,
It takes a lot of
you're
work to
out
do
there.
that. It really does. You
and
got to have a lot of
she-
people behind you to do that.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
She did everything she could to make sure that our friends, the Hamers, were surrounded by her
Or,
signs.
as Joel likes
And-
to say, the hammers.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm just thinking, there's this thing, like a week before the election, you know how you get tired. You're thinking, this is insanity. These people run year after year, election after election. They lose like 5 elections, 6 elections in a row before they finally, crawl up, like, something evolving from the ooze, and finally get
yeah.
elected to something. And you're there thinking, this is insanity.
It's crazy.
Why would I be doing this?
Well-
Did you get there in
And how
your
about the
election?
representatives? They don't get
Crazy.
any money.
$100.
Okay, state
And you have to give
representative.
it
What do
all
you get?
back.
You get nothing.
You have to pay
100.
for your plate.
And you get your plate, and you go
You have
to
to pay for
a
it.
million meetings, and you get nothing.
Do you get a
It's
special
really,
license
Why
plate?
would I want to do
Well,
that?
you can't
Really?
you can't get stopped if you're going, speeding.
They'll
to
still
No,
Costco.
stop.
John Burt got stopped.
No,
up
they'll
in
still
Goffstown.
stop you.
They're
It
not
doesn't
supposed
make
to.
any difference.
Yeah, he got stopped once. He was here on the show.
He,
and
was,
told us.
he probably was angry, right, about
Yeah,
that?
he's just-
not you're not supposed to, because in the old days, like if they didn't want the Democrats or the Republicans, if whoever was in power, getting for a vote, they'd have the state police stop them.
They would, yeah, well,
Of course, you got
It
400.
doesn't matter who you are. I mean, the senators get.
They can give you
Yeah.
a ticket
Well, look at some
by
of these
just
senators. Who
seeing
knows
and
what
writing
they're
your
doing?
your thing down.
You see them going to jail for molesting, all kinds of. This,
It's crazy. This 400 person legislature.
Ain't it all.
We had a
Ain't it
person
all.
running.
It's the biggest legislature in the country, correct?
No, yes, it's the 4th biggest legislature in the English-speaking world, but it's so unprofessional. And the swinging back and forth.
Well, how do you get? Okay, so if you have a regular job, how do you get to go to these things all
You
day?
can't. When I was endorsed by the AFL-CIO, I was the youngest person up there.
Oh, wow.
Everybody was,
How
I'm
long ago was that
55.
Yesterday.
Let's take
Couple
this.
days ago?
Crazy.
Rip this call.
Okay. All right, you're next tonight on Amsterdam.
Feels like 100 years ago.
I bet.
Hi, caller.
Crazy.
Doesn't everything feel like 100 years ago?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Joel, I've seen that sweater. I have seen Tom Brady in at least 2 press conferences wear a sweater just like that. But beyond that, what I wanted to say is, I thought there was some rule or something that everybody was allocated a certain amount of time and something on the air. Political candidates, they
get 3 minutes.
have equal time.
Yes.
I want to know, like, how does, like, someone like Jane Bolio or, what's his name? Oh, gosh, I can't
Steve
think.
Valancourt?
Escapes me right now.
Moose could
Yeah,
get
no, I don't even want to
bunch
talk about him.
I think he
I don't like him either. I met him once. I said hi to him, and he was so rude. And whenever he talked, he had spit flying out of his mouth. And no, I can't. I don't like that man at all.
Caller, have you ever seen Joel's political speech?
I have not seen Joel's political speech.
Oh, there's one out there.
But,
And I'm going to do my darndest to get it out there.
You
for
know that-
tonight.
Wait till you hear the one I'm going to do in 2015.
Joel came this close to being in the New Hampshire Senate. Most people don't even realize that.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, caller,
if
thank you
you're-
so much.
Joel was supposed to switch his party. I kept telling him, come to City Hall and we'll get you signed up for the election. And he said he was a Democrat. And if you'd come the day I told you, he would have been running against Boughton in, District 18 for the Senate. You could be the New Hampshire senator now because the Democrats hadn't recruited the candidate. You know, what was it, $5 or $2?
All right,
Yeah,
Skumpy
but
for
he-
mayor. All right.
He lost the election, didn't he?
Did Banning win?
No. Boughton won.
No.
Yeah, but you would have, you probably, with your charisma, Joe.
But I thought that race was really, really close between Boughton and Manning.
I don't know. I
I
Yeah.
didn't see the numbers.
didn't see the
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah,
for
I
that.
saw the numbers, but I thought it was like, real. I mean,
Here's an interesting thing. Stumpy talked about people voting. Bill Barry, my good friend.
I
want-
Yes,
Barry
yeah.
I wanted to talk about
I
Bill
don't
Barry
know
for a
very well.
second.
I know years. I
Great
know the whole
guy.
family when I was younger. And
Yeah,
it's a
great
family.
guy, the most qualified person to be sheriff.
absolutely.
And he lost to this hack,
did. Oh, that's too bad.
Hardy, who's an absolute hack, who runs the office. This is a guy, that he doesn't, the sheriff's office transports prisoners and all that.
Right.
It's open Monday through
Yep.
Friday, the courts, 9 to 5. This guy, instead of because he's an elected official, remember, we didn't even know that, we didn't even
No,
know the
I
sheriff
was really rooting for him. I really was.
Here's a guy that instead of being
Because I know him, I know the
Yeah.
family. And
instead of being at his office, he's doing private details at Market Basket and other places.
Maybe Bill's on the phone now.
Let's.
But no, the thing is, about the Republicans.
Hi, you're
voted
next.
their
Hold
entire
that thought,
thing.
John. Hi, you're next tonight on Amsterdam.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What can we do for you tonight, miss?
Well, I'd like to know how Jane Bolio did.
When?
She won. She topped the
win?
ticket. Yep.
Are you Jane?
Yeah? No. I'm
Jane is a very charming
I won!
woman. She
Yay!
won.
No,
She
no,
won
we talked-
District 45.
Yeah,
we
but-
talked to Jane yesterday.
We were with her. Yeah,
we talked
very
to Jane
fun to
yesterday,
be.
and
We
she's-
had a good time.
Yeah, she's
we
funny.
had lots of laughs and stuff.
Good time.
Yeah, Jane.
one.
She won,
She won. Yes.
and Gonzalez
Two.
won.
Thank you.
Yep.
You're welcome.
No, I'm not. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute.
have a good
We
night.
passed the award around so far now. Now it's time for Peter to take the award and give your speech. Hey, look, you got the Academy Award. Come on, it's your
Hold
speech
it by
now.
the base.
Host already had his. It's your turn, man.
Oh, I know, but it's been right here the whole time.
I
Should
know.
Put it right here.
But he already had the sweater award. Oh, jeez, Okay,
Thank you.
what do you
Wow.
got to say?
Oh, you want me to say something?
Oh yeah, it's your
Just a
award
few
now
words
Geez.
about the little people
for doing
that made this all
absolutely
possible.
nothing, man.
What I do want to say, it was a pleasure over this last election to meet Bill Barry, and I consider him a friend now because
Yeah.
really
Bill
great
Barry,
guy. I mean, he
Absolutely.
made a big impression and loved
But-
the old stories.
Yep.
He grew up in Manchester. He's a fellow Centralite, which I need to get to
That is
something
true.
for Central in a few minutes. But we got a call.
Hi, you're next tonight on Amsterdam.
Hey, how's it going? You know, I never thought I'd be so happy to see lawyer commercials on it. I'm so happy this election's over. Now, what would Skumpy's first act as mayor if he was elected mayor?
I don't know if we'd want to know that. Or if
Skumpy, what would you do? What would be your
First
platform?
act as mayor.
I'll tell you.
Just get everyone to vote for me first.
I know, but when you were mayor, if
What's
you
your
became
platform?
mayor,
What would I
Stumpy?
do?
What's your platform?
I don't know. I'd have to look at.
I
see
think
what's
the-
going on.
you have to
I'd
look
figure
at
it
his
out.
platform.
I would figure it out.
I think the first thing that you would do, Skumpy, is give John, Peter, and I jobs right off the top.
You know
That's
what?
what I think.
could use
I'll tell you what. I'll give these guys money to do this show.
Yeah. Maybe you can get us on that Yager
And, you know,
Deckers.
and I might even
Yaga
give you a
Decker.
job. You might be my campaign manager, actually.
Who, me or the caller?
Well, that's all.
I think the caller. I think that's Kevin Acton. Yeah, he could be my
That
campaign
is
manager.
that would be correct there.
You know, his
Lunchbox.
uncle actually was campaign manager for John
Hey,
F. Kennedy.
That's
I
Joel's
swear to
sweater
God.
right there on TV.
Wow, look
Love
at
the
the.
sweater, man. That's great.
Yeah, don't I look dapper tonight, caller?
Isn't it way more handsome than Tom Brady? Come on.
Tom Brady, he can wear anything and get away with it, even though if it's good, ugly, or bad.
Or Uggs.
But see, that's a nice sweater on you, but you're not getting Giselle
Oh, there he
Bundchen.
is right there.
There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey.
No, we're delayed, Skumpy. We're delayed.
Skumpy's
Yeah, I know.
platform is he wants to get elected to get the $85,000 a year or whatever. What is the mayor
That's all
make?
I want to do, man.
$68,000.
Not much.
And then my health insurance is
but
nothing.
it's more than
Once
we're
you're in,
making.
you gotta make
Yeah,
it.
sure it is, but
Yeah.
they try to up that. They
No,
try to up the mayor's.
I would be good. I really would.
You know what Joel's plan is? He's
I'd
going
get
to
in there.
change.
I'd know
Thanks,
what to
caller.
do. You know, you got people telling you what's going on. I'd figure it out. I would, and I'd make it better. I'd take my.
Yeah, Peter's.
I
Yeah,
could
Peter was.
make it better. I think all of us could do it. I think he could. You could. We could all make it better.
Not me.
I'm telling you, we could.
I think Peter's right because I think
We're regular people.
and-
You know what the city needs, and we could all do it.
in last year's city election, you're right. That was on the ballot to see if people voted to give the mayor $25,000 raise, and
Gatz is certainly
and the
giving
voters
it.
voted it
No,
down.
but you know what it is. You know what it is. It's
Who'd want to raise, man?
the only reason. The only reason they were trying to raise it because, believe it or not, in municipalities of this size, it's a low-paying mayor job.
It is. It is.
It's a low-paying mayor.
But 25. If you take
Well, that's
that
New
25
Hampshire,
grand,
right?
if you're getting
get what you
by
pay
and you're
for.
comfortable,
$100.
throw that 25 grand back into the city. God bless you. That's what I would do. If
I tell
I'm
you.
comfortable, I can pay my bills.
Now-
That's all. I barely get by now. It's just the way it is. But if you're a mayor, you got to be able to throw that money back at the, you know.
Now, I'm not too sure about.
And I take 10 grand.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how much the governor gets paid up in New Hampshire. But today, Mass governor, because they're because Charlie Baker won taking over Patrick DeVille, those got $155,000 a year in Boston. Those,
In Massachusetts.
And,
Isn't that amazing?
Those
Yeah.
those our governor makes. I'm not too sure about Maggie or anything
Well, you know,
else,
New
but-
Hampshire, we want so it's the classic American thing. You probably see it when people come in for a car. We want something for nothing. We don't want to pay. We don't want to pay for
Say, what's
anything.
your budget? They say nothing.
So we
Okay.
got the legislature we deserve. You know, a clown college. Steve Valancourt. How many times he was out here? I was elected so many times. Yeah.
Yeah, not
you know?
anymore. He's so irrelevant now. He'll probably never get elected again.
No,
That's
no,
not-
no.
He's-
Because
he's-
2016 it'll swing back to the
He's
Democrats.
washed up, though. He's
Yeah.
washed up. He turns so many people off when you actually meet the guy. That's why he doesn't walk around door to door.
Right.
Because when you meet that guy, you're saying, okay. You know what I mean?
It's like, really? No, never mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who's this guy? I call the
Yeah.
cops.
No,
Comes to my house,
I'm
I'll call the
sorry,
cops.
you're actually right.
He's a freak show.
But can I just say one thing, and then we get to the central. One thing about Skumpy with Bill. Bill couldn't win, even though he's most qualified. And Patty LaFrance, who was the most qualified person to be the county attorney, she was the county attorney of the year.
County attorney, that's
She
a
loses.
big job.
A
Big
Democrat
job.
cannot win in Hillsborough County because Republicans, they vote down that entire ticket. You know, they just.
Yeah, but what
take
do you
them
do?
up. And
You
Democrats
vote down their
don't.
entire ticket.
I'll tell you what.
No,
though,
I vote for Republicans every now and then. I voted for Joe.
Yeah,
You lose
that's what we
county.
all say.
You lose county attorney.
You didn't
but
vote
you
for
know
Joe?
the attorney,
I voted
the money they're making anyways.
It's
if they
in the
lose,
statistics.
It's still fine.
You know, you
It
can
did
actually
well.
see how it drops off with Democrats. Just vote for the top people. Then they just drops off by thousands.
Well, that's
of
because it's
votes.
nonpartisan like me. I like to have
No,
choices.
yeah.
Well, maybe this caller can, maybe they can throw it to. Hi, you're next tonight on Manchsterdam. Hi, caller.
Yeah. All right, calling back. I just got a real quick question. do you think the re-election of Maggie Hassan is going to postpone the possibility of legalized marijuana or medical marijuana in the state again? Because she threatened to veto if it came on the desk before. Do you think she'll follow through on that in the future?
Well, we're a medical marijuana state. We just don't have dispensaries yet.
That's right.
Correct?
But they are setting one up.
But
I
it's going to be
think.
legal all over the country. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's come on. You know, they already have it.
Yeah, Tommy Chong's on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, yeah. And every vote for him, you know, he's 76 years old. He doesn't dance well at all, but you know what?
And he's
Every
still
vote
on.
for him is a vote for marijuana.
He's a top.
And bang, bang.
I think
He's still
from what
going.
I understand, he's in the top. Whoever's left.
And you know, and weed should be
I'd
legal
rather watch
anyways,
the
because
Addams Family.
You look at alcohol. If you drink too much alcohol, you're blind. You're falling down your head. You can smoke a big hooter and bang. You start. You know, maybe your reflexes are a little off, but you're not closing one eye. You can still see where you're going. It's just,
I don't know about
you're,
that.
You're okay.
I don't know. I haven't smoked pot in New Hampshire since the 70s. But, you know,
Oh,
I can't imagine.
You try it now.
It's going to be legal.
The stuff they have in
I don't smoke
California
it
can
anymore
blow
either.
your head right
No,
off.
I haven't for years. I loved it in high school.
Ever see a hubcap? Remember hubcaps blowing
Once in a
off
while,
those
once in a
balloon
while, I'll take
tires
a
when
little.
we were
I
kids?
take one hit, and I'm like, oh, geez, give me a tray of brownies and a nice cold milk. That's all I want. You know.
But you're right though.
It is going to be. It's going to be
Right
legal.
about
The country-
what?
It will. It will
That
be
the
accepted
grass
for
is
the
better
whole
in
country.
California?
No, I mean,
Just a matter of time.
Hold on, breaking news, guys.
Just
Joel's
another
sweater is made of hemp.
There you
See,
go.
there's another-
About-
Can we? Phil Griazzo's going to come over and smoke it.
wow. But getting
Hey,
back
what's
to
that
what
smell like over there?
It's Phil.
Peter, can you smell that from there?
He actually
But-
showed up after you guys left.
oh, he
Oh,
did.
good green
Yeah.
butt over there.
But getting back to that dispensary, it was in an article today
Yeah.
about the 3 correction officers.
Right.
that
They want to. They want to turn
Exact-
a buck.
Yeah. So
Which is
Absolutely.
American as apple pie.
Absolutely.
Money
Just think
to
of
be
the
made.
income. Think of the income
Right
you
on the
could
nail,
generate.
right there, right
But
there.
you know, the funny thing in California is, you know, medical marijuana was a front for the big growers up in Marin County and Humboldt County. And when they had the initiative, because, you know, California is initiative mad, they're the ones that financed the anti-legalization because they're making such a good profit.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. But
It's
there's
like any
lots of money to
corporation.
be
It's
made.
like the oil corporation. Come on,
And
come on.
we need casino gambling and, you know
You know
we
what?
need income,
You know,
sources of income.
Every state should have casino gambling somewhere. Every
We should have
state.
got it 20 years ago.
Look at Connecticut. You know how much money they make in casino gambling?
Jeez, they created a fake Indian tribe for the,
hey, John.
What?
Okay, let me have the floor for a
We're
second,
hijacking
please.
the show, Skumpy.
Scumpy, relax. You're right because Mass just voted to have casino and also in Plainville. So now I'm going to make a statement in 2015 that the House or the Senate is going to approve this casino bill next year for New Hampshire, and it's going to be built at Rockingham Park.
Well, I really
They
doubt
should
it
do
because I think a bunch of I don't think
Because,
it's gonna happen.
like I said,
I agree with
that
Peter.
Springfield is building,
I know, but a bunch of
Plainfield is
If
building,
we had a professional
Everett is building.
legislature, It would be. You know, it's
Well, so I'm
how
with
could
you.
it fail?
Sooner or
by
later
one
it will
vote?
be. I don't think this time around, like you say, but it will be done.
No,
Scott,
no,
let me ask you this: what's
It will be
first,
done.
legalize marijuana in New Hampshire or a
Pot.
casino?
Casinos will be first.
I
Pot.
agree.
Legalize
Absolutely.
marijuana.
Connecticut's the money they're making unbelievable. Now Massachusetts, the money they're going to make unbelievable. And sooner or later, New Hampshire, they're going to keep putting it down. But Rockingham, perfect place to do it was. It's going to
It
be
should
done.
pass.
Bring
but I don't
back
know. I
live
agree with you,
racing.
Before
Peter.
marijuana, it
Build
will
the
be done.
hotels, get people to work, bring all the money back to into New Hampshire.
By one vote, can you believe it?
And then you put marijuana into and you tax that. Come on.
That's actually a Pandora sweater.
I love
Pandora.
I thought it was JC.
We're talking about a long time ago, my friend.
Yeah.
Moose, I like
Is that why it's
I don't
four?
care what
It's
anyone
$4 from 1944, right?
No, Pandora.
says. Moose, I love the hemp sweater. It's beautiful.
Oh, jeez,
Even
that was
smells
Yeah,
like
yeah,
70s,
I
wasn't
love the
it?
sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
even smells like high
It
karate.
looks
Pretty
good.
much the
Yeah,
last.
It does look
yeah,
good.
nice.
A Pandora sweater was something back
No,
in
that
the
is a
40s,
nice sweater.
World War II era.
It is nice. Hey, listen, guys. I definitely want to go. We have the Central Pride Shuffle here. You went to Central.
Yes, I did.
These guys. He went to
It's
West.
like a
he went to-
mafia, you guys.
No, we
Central
are like the
Mafia.
mafia. But we have the Central Pride Shuffle, November 29th, I believe. If
West
I'm wrong,
High
I'm
Blue
sorry.
Knights.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, November 29th. Even if you're not running Skumpy, support Central. You go down. It's going to be right down by Millie's.
Yeah.
And
there you
it's
go.
gonna be like almost a big giant reunion. Saturday, November 29th, I'm gonna be there. Paul Cormier is DJing. And we're actually going to have Christine Kuchar-Lewis from TI Fitness here in 2 weeks to talk about it. It's a big central thing.
This is going
That'll
to
be real
take place
good.
inside Millie's Tavern.
It's a race. It's not
Starts
going
at
to be
Millie's.
inside.
Starts at Millie's.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
hear,
it's a 5K or whatever, but it is, like everyone's going to be eating on Thursday.
I'll put on the hemp sweater and I'll walk a couple of blocks and I'll be happy as hell.
Yeah, there
If
you go.
it
right?
hasn't been smoked up by that point.
No, it's going to be a
That
lot of
actually
people.
kind of is like a smoking jacket, actually.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
You're
should
like
have
a you
you should have a
Hefner,
pipe right
you
now, Moose.
Hefnerish, you know?
Oh, I'd love to be in that Playboy area right now with you.
man.
You's
You and
88
the moose smoking
88
cigars.
years old.
Can you picture me and him
You
taking...
should have a cigar right now. You look good.
Okay, okay. I
Or a
can
pipe.
I
I
can
have
see
some
this
fajivas at
scenario.
home.
I
Should've
can
brought 'em.
me the half just kicking back in sweaters, with the beautiful girls walking by, smoking a great cigar, scotch, popping Viagra for these beautiful girls and everything else. I mean, couldn't get any better than that.
You might die of a heart attack at your age, man.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? They say at least I can go out with a smile.
Makes me goes out to smile. Back in the saddle again.
Well, bareback.
Yeah, Joe's favorite movie.
Whatever it
Bareback
was,
Mountain.
whatever I had of a political career is over now after being on the show.
Well,
We probably helped you.
well, I just want to say hi to our good friends at the Pint tonight.
We're going
Patrick
back.
Roy, Patrick Arsenault, Patrick Arnold, our good friends at McGavi's,
Maggie's.
Maggie Hassens.
Panucci's.
I bet Maggie smokes.
with
And
all
here's
that.
to you, Tibbets.
T, you didn't call in.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Hey, Tibbets, I hope you feel better. We'll see you next Wednesday, and this is for you.